The Nigerian government and the militants from the country's oil-rich Niger Delta region have reportedly agreed to a 30-day ceasefire. According to local reports, the truce was reached last week when the Minister for Petroleum Resources met representatives of the militants. It is believed the truce will give President Muhammadu Buhari time to address the demands made by the militants, including the newly established Niger Delta Avengers group. The militants group say they want a greater share of Nigeria's oil wealth to go to the impoverished Delta region. Crude sales make up about 70% of national income, and the vast majority of that oil comes from the country's southern swampland. Let's get you more details on this now. CCTV's Deji Batmos is joining me live from Lagos. Deji, what more can you tell us, though, about this reported truce between the Nigerian government and Niger Delta Avengers militants? Is there an official confirmation on that deal?
Well, Beatrice, there's been no official confirmation at all, and it's in line with how the government has handled this crisis all along. The government, all along has never confirmed anything at all. When it opened talks with the Niger Delta militants, it didn't confirm it, and so we're not getting any confirmation at all. And as you've been reporting, of course, we know that this deal has been brokered by the Minister of State for Petroleum, that's Ibe, who met with representatives of the militants. And we understand, well, the deal stands because as we speak at this moment, at least for the past few days, there's been, it's been totally quiet in the Niger Delta region. There's been no attack at all. And it's a clear confirmation at least that a deal was actually brokered, even though the government is not confirming anything.
Well, the truce is said to be for at least a month. So what happens in the interim, and what should happen after the 1-month interim period?
Well, we do not know what happens after the 1-month period, but what we know will happen between now and that 1 month is that, as you've reported, President Buhari and his team, of course, will have to sit down and come up with a comprehensive plan on what, how to develop the Niger Delta region, how to address some of these demands now made by the militants. We know that, for instance, that they want the amnesty program to continue, and they want proper funding of that program. So between now and the next 30 days, President Buhari would have to come up with a plan. Now, whether he's able to come up with a comprehensive plan, we do not know. But at least if he's able to come up with a plan, that could probably buy him more time if at the end of the 30-day period, he's not able to come up with something comprehensive enough. But at least if the militants see, they can see that the government is really serious and has been able to come up with something, there's no question at all that they'll be willing to give the government more time. But after that period, we do not know what happens. But we also know that talks are still ongoing, despite the fact that this truce has been brokered. We know that there are talks still going on, and we just wait and see what happens, what the government comes up with, and how the militants actually react to whatever the government comes up with.
Right, Deji Badmos for us there in Lagos.